What's up, guys? Big Clive 34 coming at you today with Cars and Clive, the antidote for your automotive hangover. Coming at you every single Monday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I got a big thing to do today and I didn't realize it, so this one might be a couple hours to a day late. A big shout out to VehicleVirgins. They actually posted this original concept on their channel. Top 5 cars you can get for under $5,000 for like a first car kind of deal. When you buy your first car, odds are you're not going to have very much money. And you want something reliable, you want something kind of cool, you want something with space. There's a lot of things that you want out of a first car. You also want low maintenance costs and stuff like that, because if you don't have money to buy the car, and if you're 16 or 17 years old, you're not going to have the money to keep up an expensive car either. So this is where I kind of like disagreed with some of their points on their list, which I think is a good thing. You know, we can have a couple different opinions, have a dialogue about this stuff, and you guys can let me know what you think. Before I get on to that, I actually just wanted to say one thing, because I know it's like an elephant in the room. If you watch the channel, you're wondering what the hell this hoodie is that I have on. I actually came out with an American flag design. You can catch that over on my store. I gave everybody on Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram the opportunity to take 10% off, but I didn't get a chance to plug it on YouTube, and you guys are like my original people, my main base. If you just come here to get your news and you don't go to all those other social media networks. So as a Cars and Clive special, 10% off, use the promo code CKAmerica. I'll put that on the screen right here. CKAmerica to get yourself 10% off of these, and if you want to throw some other stuff in your car too, it'll be off your whole order. Anyways, with that, onto this video and the list. So out of the list that Parker made, I don't know. A couple of the cars were questionable. There was a BMW on there, and I think that having a BMW as a first car at all is a bad idea. Like, those things cost a lot to maintain. I did really agree with one of the cars he had on his list, which is number 1. I guess I'll make this number 1 on my list too. I do agree that a Mazda Miata would make a spectacular first car. A Miata is like a fairly common car. If you want to modify it, the parts for those are dirt cheap, and repair and maintenance on those, I assume they're pretty basic cars. Again, there's a bajillion of them, and it's going to be cheap to buy stuff for them. And you can go any different direction with modifying them. If you, well, I don't know much about the stock power plant, but if you decide you want to put another motor in them, those things are like almost have as many motor swaps available with parts to support that as like a Fox body or something like that. Anything from an LS to, there's probably been 2J swaps and Coyote swaps, I'm pretty sure I've seen with Miatas. So Miata's definitely a good choice. You can kind of grow into that car too. But yeah, by the way, I forgot, before we get into number 2, just let me remind you that if you watch these videos on a regular basis or find yourself enjoying this video at any point in time, please help the cause. Smack that like button, subscribe down below, and comment what you want to hear me talk about. Now I'll just shut up and start talking again and get on to number 2. That didn't make any sense, but here's number 2. Number 2, though, my personal first car, and a first car that I would recommend to pretty much anybody, and you could definitely get a nice one for right around $5,000, is a Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. Now, I had the 97 to 2003 body style. You might be able to squeeze your way into the newer body style. If you want a newer one, I think they're also attainable. Car's supercharged. I think they make like 270 horsepower. You know, which is a decent amount. They make more than a Mustang GT of the same era, and it's kind of, you know, cheaper on insurance because it's a V6. You know, you can get a 4-door, which is even cheaper on insurance, and it's just a cool car. You know, lots of space, good gas mileage if you can keep your foot out of it, and very, very reliable. The stories I've heard about those things are like incredible, and it's just a good introduction if you're looking to get into, you know, a faster car. For number 3, we're gonna have to go with the good old reliable Jeep Cherokee. Honestly, like a Jeep Cherokee, Jeep Grand Cherokee, or Jeep Wrangler would all probably fall into this category. They're really vehicles that can be beaten into the ground. That's a distracting CTSV. Holy shit, I need one. They're really vehicles that can be beaten into the ground and take abuse, and then again, if you get, I don't know as much about the Grand Cherokee stuff, for those might be a little bit more expensive, but if you get yourself a good old 4-liter Cherokee or Wrangler, those parts, again, are a dime a dozen. There's like they're out there. There's just like so much available for them. So many aftermarket companies. If you want to go off-roading or whatever you want to do, even if you want to just have a daily driver, it's just reliable as far as most people will tell you. And it's just, availability is everything with those Jeeps. To add on to it, they're pretty cool too. Like, rolling around in a Jeep's pretty cool compared to what some other kids will be rolling around with at school. Number 4 might stretch it out a little bit. This was actually the car that was about to be my first car until we found out about the insurance prices on them. A Fox body Mustang. Again, the trend continues of availability of parts, durability. You can beat these things, rag on them, and if you can find one that's not completely ragged out, you can have yourself a pretty reliable method of transportation that you can grow into. Now, ideally, I think that if you could find yourself a nice little 4-cylinder notchback or a swapped car that has a 4-cylinder name on the title and the VIN pops up as 4-cylinder, and maybe get like a Coyote swap or an LS swap or whatever, a small block swapped 4-cylinder car, you have it made, because you have a fast car that you can build off of, and you're going to be paying the insurance for a 4-cylinder car. Number 5, this is one that I don't know, there was 2 that just about made the list, because both of them are from my personal experience, so we'll let them share number 5. So shared at number 5 is going to be a Ford Explorer, late 90s, early 2000s Ford Explorer. I had one of those, and I treated it way worse than I probably should have. That thing took everything like a champ and just kept on ticking like a top. So the Explorer and the 4th gen F-body share number 5, but again, those are going to be cars that are a little bit difficult to insure for someone who's 17, 16 years old, and, good luck talking your parents into it yet again. Those are my top 5. Be sure to comment below what car you think falls into this list that wasn't mentioned in the list. Also, like it up. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Remember to subscribe. Check these out. CK America is the code. 10% off. Can't go wrong. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you next Monday or Tuesday, whatever. I can't wait for racing season. I'm going nuts. Later guys.